Hello and welcome to another random review and how-to. Today we're doing a how to cook chicken wings. These chicken wings are from Walmart, as is all my food. I buy everything from Walmart, and I think that if you're looking to save money and get quality products, you go to Walmart. I have a lot of local groceries I could go to, but I always end up spending way too much money. It doesn't taste any better. There's not a lot of difference of anything that I can tell, and I cook a lot. So today I'm going to show how I cook wings. Everything that I'm using here is stuff you can pick up at Walmart. So seasoning I'm going to be using is the Weber KC Dry Rub. Now this says you could do it on cows and pork and chicken. I really like these on wings. The thing about seasoning in wings is most people will season their wings as before they cook. I always like to season them after they're cooked. So especially with a dry rub like this, I like to throw that in after the fact. And pretty standard salt and pepper. I salt and pepper everything as a base. I'm actually going to salt and pepper beforehand, and the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to get these, and these are whole wings too. I like buying the whole wings because it has the drumstick, it has the leg or flat part, and then it also has the tail. I have some oil going here. This is just regular pure vegetable oil. It's the Great Value brand. It's cheap. Again, you're cooking this entire meal here, and I'm not putting any sides with it because when I eat wings, I like to eat a lot of them. I like to eat them by themselves. So I'm cooking the wings by themselves. I got my hot oil pan, and then I got another stainless steel pan that I'm going to throw on the oven there, 400 degrees. I'm going to cook it for about 45 minutes. So first thing I'm going to do here is actually cut open this package and then season them with salt and pepper. So you can see here I have liberally salted my wings and peppered them, both sides. And the reason when we do say liberally, you put a lot, and if you think you're putting too much, put a little more. That's always kind of been my thing whenever I cook pork or chicken or steak. I always put a lot of salt and pepper, especially if I'm grilling, because what I like about the salt and pepper is it's going to give you that char. That's what actually gives it a nice charred, burnt effect to it. So again, I got my oil nice and hot here. Good way to always test it is just grab something and drop it in there. And see, as soon as you hear that noise, you know it's hot enough. So what I'm going to do is just actually put these down and fry them for a couple minutes on both sides, and then I'm going to transfer them over into this container here. So all I want to do really is get that skin nice and crispy, and I'm going to let the oven do the rest of the work. Yeah. So here we go, they're just frying here. I'm really only looking at doing these maybe 1 to 2 minutes on each side. And I think I said 40 minutes at the beginning of this video. 40 minutes in the oven might be a little too long, so I will be checking them. I keep a thermometer. That's the best thing you can do to be a really good cook, is to know meat temperatures, understand what they have to be at. Chicken has to be at 165. So I will actually poke one of these wings inside of the meat to see if it gets to 165. And as soon as that happens, then I know it's where it needs to be, and that's when it comes out. So I'm thinking they're going to take everywhere from maybe 30 to 35 minutes to actually finish off. So I'm going to go ahead and keep these in and then rotate them, finish off the rest of the pack. Don't be afraid to do small batches. Try not to cram everything in there all at once. And I did adjust my heat a little bit. I had it on medium, just getting it hot. As soon as I drop them in and start popping a little bit, you don't want your oil to pop. You want it to be a nice steady boil, just like you see there around it. And you can check them to see how they look. See, they're browning up a little bit, so I want them to be a little browner than that to know that the skin is fried really nice, and that's going to give us good flavor. And then I'm going to go ahead and flip these over. So now what I have are my wings fried for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. And they're just sitting here. So my oven's set at 400. I'm gonna go ahead and toss these in there. Top shelf, center, really matters. The heat goes at the top, right? It's gonna be a lot hotter on the top than it is at the bottom. The heat's gonna rise, it's gonna sit up there. We're gonna want it to move around. So top shelf right in the middle. Close it up. We're gonna see, and I like to check everything. So I'm gonna check at 20, 30, 35 minutes, see where we're at. What do we do with all that leftover oil? You can't pour oil down the drain. It's common knowledge. If you're doing that, you're just waiting to clog it up. Come from a family of plumbers. A lot of the clogs that get at homes from oil that just gathers up and stays there and gunks up and then dries and gets hard, and you don't want to deal with that shit. So, oil. I throw it in a Metamucil container. You don't take Metamucil, I highly recommend it. And if you do take Metamucil, try the Equate brand, because for God, 10 bucks less. Also found at Walmart. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my container of oil and bring it over here and very carefully pour it in. Just like so. There you go. Container's full. I'm gonna let it sit there. Put the cap back on. And we're gonna throw that whole thing away. Perfect. Easy cleanup. Don't have to worry about anything. Throw a little Dawn dish soap in here, let it get rid of all the oil in there. This cleans out really easy. That's how you get rid of oil from anything that you fry. So here we are at the 30-minute mark. Pull these out. You can see they are crispy. Definitely think frying them crisps up the outside for sure. The skin's nice and crispy. What I like to do now is I got about 5 to 10 minutes left. I'm actually going to flip these over. So I'm going to take them out and rotate all of them onto the top. So here we go. After the next 10 minutes, you can see the tops are now crispy as well, or the bottoms, whichever way you want to call them. So these are done. So they've been in for about 40 minutes. Definitely with the frying and the cooking at 400. This is a done temperature, so they're ready to come out. I'm going to show you the next step to actually season them. So as I mentioned, like most places, I don't season until the end. I cook them just very lightly with salt and pepper, and then I will season them after the fact. So put everything here in a bowl, put a little bit of seasoning down to start just because I want the ones on the bottom to be coated. Throw those in. And as I put some in, I like to throw a little bit of the season on. And again, very liberally. I don't like to use the word a little bit. These are extremely hot too when they come out, so I like to throw them in here, season them, and then I let them sit for about 10 minutes to cool before I would serve them or eat them. So there you go, everything's in there. Go ahead and throw your seasoning on. Make sure you coat everything. Don't be afraid to put too much, because all it's just going to do is fall off, and then just kind of roll them around in there. And you can see that the seasoning gets pretty wet and starts to stick to it. So I just keep seasoning them there until I have a nice consistency on what I'm looking for. More. Remember, there's oil on here, so you don't have to do anything like, I know some people throw butter on, you don't have to do anything like that, or add more oil, or maybe put a barbecue. It's however you want to season them now, but what's important is that they're done the way you like them. So we fried them, threw them in the oven, cooked them off and finished them, and this is what your final product looks like. Here's one last look at them there. They're all seasoned up, got a crispy edge from frying. They're ready to go, just falling off the bone. You can see they're starting to peel away. So as always, I want to thank you for watching this. If you like this video and you want me to make more, make sure you hit that subscribe button below. I'm Ross. This has been Random Reviews and How-Tos. We'll see you next time.